Welcome to Old Fashioned Health Network, Good Health Inside and Out. I'm Joanne Fowlman, your registered dietitian and host of the Nutrition Show. Today we're going to talk about sickle cell disease and nutrition considerations. So sickle cell disease is a form of anemia that is mainly seen in people of African origins. So it's basically when your red blood cells are sickled and it doesn't allow for healthy red blood cells to carry adequate amounts of oxygen throughout your body. So people with sickle cell disease, they have a hard time basically maintaining their weight and consuming adequate amount of calories. As with anyone, the recommendation is the same with people with sickle cell disease. Intaking adequate fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. Basically having a colorful diet, as I've always said before in the past. But the difference is with people with sickle cell disease, they have to have a higher quantity, a higher amount of calories and vitamins and minerals in their diet than someone who does not have the disease. So how does someone with sickle cell disease do this? Issue that they have is that they are lacking in energy to be able to consume adequate amount of calories. So especially during a flare-up, you're trying to maintain your weight, you're trying to eat adequately, eat healthy, but you can't even get out of bed to be able to consume these calories. So the first thing that we want to focus on is your intake of vitamins and minerals. So with vitamins and minerals, sickle cell disease patients are usually, their intake is inadequate in vitamins A, vitamins E, vitamins D, vitamin C, B6. And if they are consuming enough foods and calories in their diet, they will have an adequate intake of vitamins and minerals. But if they're not going to have an adequate intake of these micronutrients. So one way that they can do this is, especially if they have a parent in the house or a spouse in the house that's helping them, is to make homemade smoothies. So with these homemade smoothies, you're not going to use reduced fat milk or low skim milk. You're going to try to use whole milk. Of course, if the person has a dairy allergy or is lactose intolerant, we are going to make adjustments for that. But you're going to add things that are higher in calories to that smoothie, like dried fruits and nut butter, so you can make it more calorically dense and higher in nutrients. So when they're consuming it, they are going to have less things to do because they don't have to chew, and they'll be able to consume a higher amount of calories than they would if they were just eating a couple of spoons basically of a meal. And there are things on the market with patients. I sometimes recommend oral supplements that are high in calories. They're usually like a 1.5 or a 2.0 calories per ounce. So that way, an 8-ounce bottle may have 475 calories in it. So if somebody were to consume 3 of those a day, that's close to most likely their caloric needs for the day. Now with fluids, it's very important that someone with sickle cell disease has an adequate intake or consumption, of fluids. What happens is when you are dehydrated, your red blood cells tends to be more sickled, so leading to flare-ups. So of course you need to have an adequate intake of water. And sometimes with dehydration in sickle cell disease, these patients, they end up in the hospital and they end up needing IV fluids to hydrate themselves. So we don't want to get to that point. We want to make sure we're hydrating throughout, even if you're taking sips of water or fruit juice that has been juiced at home, to be able to keep up with your hydration needs. So again, as with sickle cell disease, modifications may have to be made in your diet. The way you're eating your food may be different than the way the rest of your family is eating your food. Just making sure that your caloric intake is adequate, your fluid intake is adequate, so that you can reduce your risks of flare-ups. Well, thank you for watching Old Fashioned Health Network here at the Viking Showroom. I'm Joanne Fowlman, your registered dietitian.